Hey, what is up, Phone Dogs? Bo HD here in a Buddy the Elf onesie. Thankfully, you only see this half. You don't want to see this full onesie. I'll tell you that right now. Happy holidays. Hope you guys are doing well. I just wanted to make this video and just say a few things. So we're about to enter a completely new decade, and it just has me thinking back on the year that's coming to an end. Here on the Phone Dog YouTube channel, we reviewed a lot of smartphones. In fact, before the year's end, we'll have made more than 96 videos on smartphones, wearables, leaks, rumors, and apps. We've made a lot of app videos. Early in the year, we got our hands on the Galaxy S10 and concluded that the S10e was the variant that most people should buy. The AirPods 2 made their way into the studio, bringing support for wireless charging. LG reminded us that they were still vying for your business in the high-end smartphone game with the LG G8 ThinQ. The OnePlus 7 Pro knocked my socks off. The Note 10 Plus was a surprise hit. I really actually liked that phone. And the iPhone 11 Pro offered one of the most feature-rich iPhones I've ever owned. But when I look back at all the phones we covered this past year, there are two phones that really stand out to me above all the others. The first is a phone that I'm using right now and have been using since September, at least on and off, and that is the iPhone 11. The iPhone 11 is essentially an updated version of last year's iPhone XR, but it brings dual 12 megapixel cameras, including a new ultra-wide sensor and an pretty impressive night mode. It has the new A13 Bionic processor, the same chip found in the more premium iPhone 11 Pro. It has improved water resistance and significantly better 12 megapixel front-facing camera. While it is missing an OLED display and a telephoto sensor, it was launched at only $699, which is $300 less than the iPhone 11 Pro. I've been using this phone as my daily driver for the past few months or so, and I haven't really missed anything. There was one time when I went to the Amazon spheres and I wanted to take some closer photos of some exotic plants, but I couldn't because I didn't have the telephoto sensor. That was kind of an issue. I actually thought the LCD display would bother me most, but it really doesn't, and I actually like the slightly larger display here than the iPhone 11 Pro. If you're looking into a new iPhone, I think the iPhone 11 would be a great upgrade for you. The other phone just so happens to be the Google Pixel 3a XL. The Pixel 3a and 3a XL made the Pixel 3 and 3 XL obsolete as it launched for $400 or $479 respectively, and it included the same camera sensor found in last year's flagship phones, which, was regarded as being the best camera sensor on the market. It still is one of the best camera sensors on the market. It also has many of the same specs found in last year's flagships, like 4 gigabytes of RAM, the latest version of stock Android, you got stereo speakers, a fingerprint scanner, and 18-watt fast charging support. The display isn't as pixel dense, but it's still an OLED panel that measures in at 6 inches, and it does require less power to run since there are less pixels to push. But the Pixel 3a XL specifically has to be my favorite because Google added a larger 3700 mAh battery than the Pixel 3 XL, and it makes this phone a battery life champ. It may not have the absolute best camera sensor anymore now that the iPhone 11 and Pixel 4 have been released. It's still a very good option though, in my opinion, as it can be purchased for at least $100 less than when it first launched on the Google Store. So there were a ton of great phones released this past year, including some next-gen foldables that cost a fortune but set the stage for what's to come in 2020. But when you factor in the price, which is an extremely important factor in my opinion, the iPhone 11 and the Google Pixel 3a XL offer some of the most bang for your buck. If you're interested in these devices, I'll place a link down below to pick them up. But I mostly made this video because I want to get the discussion going. I want to know which device or devices are your favorite in a comment down below. So let me know what they are. I'll be reading your comments and replying to them. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. With that said, I'm Bo HD from PhoneDog.com. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching all of our videos this past year. I wish you a happy holidays, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. See ya.